Tonight, the Longview City Council unanimously approved to move forward with the biomining process facility located along East Loop 281, where precious metals and other elements will be extracted from recycled materials. KLTV's Christine Guevara was at tonight's meeting where the debate continued over the operation.
Why risk bringing something in that we know could be a danger?
This is the only green that the city is looking at.
Is this the legacy you want to leave for Longview, that you were the ones that opened the door?
Just before the vote, a public hearing was held where citizens voiced their last concerns, like location, the amount of chemicals, the toxicity to the water, and potential hazards. The Longview Economic Development Corporation president, Wayne Mansfield, also spoke to set the record straight.
We turn down opportunities because they're not good fits for Longview. So it's not like we're just recruiting every project that we see that runs across our desk.
He explained the biomining process, saying circuit boards will be grinded into powder.
And it runs through a process using very diluted sulfuric acid, using hydrogen peroxide. The waste product is gypsum, or basically chalk. And the water that is used in the process is recycled back through and not emptied into the city's wastewater.
Tonight's approval does not officially mean the biomining facility will now be in operation in Longview. The unanimous vote approved a special use permit in a heavy commercial zoning district.
We're going to be heard at the next election, is all I can say. I mean, we are educated people in that area, and I just feel like somebody's making money off of this.
It's appalling. I'm just disgusted that they even considered it, much less voted for it.
Christine Guevara, KLTV 7 News.
The city says this is just the first step. Tonight's approval opens the doors to allow Mint Innovation to establish the operation.